Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm filming a video that I have been so excited to film. I basically lost my shit when Natasha Denona announced her Triochrome palette. Oh my goodness, I was so pumped. And then it also happened to be launching during the Sephora sale, so I was even more excited to save a little bit of money on this palette. And then she actually opened it up for pre-order on her website. So I was able to snag this puppy for 25% off, basically making this palette under $100, which in my book is a huge save. So I'm so pumped to be playing with this palette today. If you guys are interested in seeing swatches, my first impressions, and a demo of this look, then just keep watching. If you are new to my channel, welcome. My name is Karen Harris. I like to film tan girl friendly makeup here on YouTube, and I do film quite often, so I hope you will consider subscribing to my channel so you can stay up to date on all the new makeup releases. Without further blabbering, let's get into the video. So guys, as I had said in the start of this video, I was so excited when this palette kind of leaked on the internet. Our friend Angie was the one that was like, did you guys see the new Natasha palette? Did you guys see the new Natasha palette? And I was like, what are you talking about? And this palette, I think, had like accidentally shown up on Sephora Sweden. And so within minutes, I think like the whole YouTube and Instagram beauty community had caught wind of this palette. So, oh my goodness, I could not wait. And then it was announced that it was launching on the 3rd. And we all knew that was during the Sephora sale, so everyone was really excited. Here is the outer packaging. It looks very similar to the packaging on the actual palette. On the back, you have all the shade names, and it also talks about the shelf life, which is 24 months, 15 pieces. Total net weight is 35.4 grams or 1.24 ounces. Oh my goodness. Eee! That little flip she has in the packaging is so bomb. So here is what the outer packaging looks like. I'm sure you guys have already seen a million videos on this palette, but I just wanted to do a little side-by-side. So this is her midi size. This is the Natasha Denona Glam. And here is the size of the $129 palettes. So they are a little bit different of a size, about an inch smaller, but the same plastic packaging. And then I just want to show you guys the Natasha Denona Gold, which I believe is the same pan sizes as the Triochrome, but the packaging is different. So there's those two side by side. And then here is the Metropolis, which was her holiday palette from last year. But as you can see, the pan sizes are much smaller. But I'm so obsessed. And then the only palette that I have, other than the Triochrome that's in this hard plastic packaging, is the Natasha Denona Biba palette. And I snagged this one last year when I had a $100 Sephora reward. So these seem to be the same size, and I'm guessing contain the same amount of product. I just wanted to show you guys the different size palettes. I also have, oh my gosh, she's got so many different sizes. I also have her, oh god, there goes the bronze palette. I also have the Natasha Denona Star palette. This is a 18 pan palette. And that's what those two look like side by side as well. This past Friday, I actually did a video with her 28 pan palette eyeshadows. Those are like the $230 palettes. I already have that ready to send back to Amy, so I'm not going to pull that out. But hopefully you guys see the different size comparisons, because I know when the price was initially announced, a lot of people were very upset that this was a $129 palette, because I think a lot of people thought it was going to be the size of the Sunrise, the Love, the Glam, and the Bronze. So the Triochrome is bigger and better than anything I've seen Natasha do in a while, in my humble opinion. So without further blabbering, let's get into swatches. Guys, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Okay, I'm going to swatch horizontally from row to row. Should I save the multi-chromes for the end? I think I will. So here is the green row. And in this green row, we have Scrape, we have Androdite, we have Eon, oops, I don't know. And then we have Vert. These are honestly way prettier on the eyes than swatched out, But you guys know I love to show you guys swatches just so you can get an idea of what the shades look like on my tan skin, because obviously I can't put every single color on my eyes and show them to you in one video. So because of that, I do like to swatch stuff. So here is the more purple row. And we have Naga, Manganese, Redox, and Tungsten. Okay, and here is the last row, and this is more like the neutral matte colors. I think I just swatched those backwards, I'm sorry. So down here we have Vertex, Platinum, Gammon, and Diatonic. So here are all the swatches. They definitely swatch really light. Honestly, I've used a majority of these shades in my crease and on my brow bone, and I do really like them. I could have cared less if Erudite and Naga weren't in this palette. Like, I would have liked maybe even more darker shades, but that's just like a personal preference thing. I believe these would be beautiful shades if you want to do like a pastel look, and I really like Vertex for the brow bone for me. So yeah, overall, I really like those colors. Now I want to swatch the 3 multi-chromes. Oh my god, I'm so excited. So here are the 3, and I have Scarab, Kinetic, and Color Flip. So there they are. I hope you guys can see them. So there's the swatches. Let me grab my mirror and see if I can show you guys the multi-chromes. Obviously, I didn't learn anything from the last time I did this, so my mirror is still dirty. Hopefully you guys saw some kind of multi-chromes, but I can definitely see the Scarab shade has a green, gold, blue. The purple one in the middle is like a purple, pink, bronze. And then the last shade is a purple, green, brown. So these are they're so stunning. I can't even handle it. So very, very, very fun shades. And now I want to get into how I created this makeup look. And then I will come back and give you guys some comparisons as well as my final thoughts. Okay, I'm filming the demo portion of this video. I think I'm going to use this shade Plutonium in the crease, and then some of these greens. And then I thought it would be fun if I did Scarab the pressed eyeshadow on one eye, and then I have the liquid shadow, and I want to compare them side by side so we can see if there is a difference, if there's not a difference. So I'm very excited. And I just grabbed the Sigma brush. I'm just going to start off by putting that shade into my crease. Such a pretty, like, canary yellow color. Okay, now I'm going to use the same brush and go into this shade Vert. It's like a, I don't know what to describe it as. It's almost like a yellow-green. And I'm going to blend that into my crease as well, but I'm going to keep it a little bit lower than Plutonium. Wow. These shades are so pigmented. Oh, wow. Okay, so I just kind of blended that onto the crease and onto the lids. Now I want to go into the shade Scrape, which I already dug my nail into when I was opening up this palette and showing it on my Instagram stories, which I'm slightly depressed about, but you know what? There's bigger things to worry about in this world. So I'm just throwing that on my outer crease. So pretty. I think this is the darkest shade in this palette. I'm kind of focusing it on the outer corner and then just bringing it a little bit into the crease. It like builds so effortlessly. Okay guys, I think that's it for the crease. I don't want to do too much. I want to get the chromium on. So I have this perfect brush. It's like an old Morphe like angled brush, and it works really well with this chromium shadow. So I'm going to do the liquid one first, and I'm going to just dab some of that on. And this is so nice. It like works so easily. And because it has that angle shape, I can do like almost like a faux cut crease and like blend it, you know? So hopefully the camera's picking that up. So on this side, we have the Chromium Scarab, which I'm going to wait for it to dry, and I'm going to try and kind of blend that in with that green shade. And now on this side, we're going to use a flat eyeshadow brush, and we're going to go in with Scarab. I think Britt Clark told me I should spray my brush, so I'm going to grab a clean brush, grab some Scarab, spray it with some Ofra spray. Ah, I see, I see. Oh my God. Listen. Listen! I'm living my best life today. Holy. Oh, this formula is so nice. So the Chromium, I feel like I can still see a difference. There's some kind of like liquid gold vibe to it, which I'm not mad about. But I love both of them, so I'm not mad at all. Okay guys, so Scarab in the liquid form on this eye, Scarab in the powder form on this eye. Personally, I like both, I really do, but the Chromium definitely has like a little bit more oomph to it. So I'm gonna finish off the rest of my makeup and I'll be right back to show you guys the final look. Okay guys, so here is the final look. I just want to give you guys a quick disclaimer. I used a blush brush that I used last night when I was filming my Lethal Cosmetics video, and I didn't realize that there was bronzer on here, and I like put it on my face as a blush. So I think it's muddying up, but that is not the fault of the product. It was just me kind of forgetting that I had bronzer on here, so I hope you guys don't mind. But I have a NARS foundation on. This lip is from Lethal Cosmetics. The highlighter, the blush, and the bronzer are all new products from Lethal Cosmetics, which I demoed in yesterday's video if you guys want to check that out. Everything else on me is going to be linked down in the description box for you guys to check out. So I went and grabbed some things, lots and lots of things, and I wanted to do swatches of, these are my Sydney Grace multi-chromes, they're right here, because the first things I thought of when I swatched the Natasha Denona multi-chromes was the Sydney Grace multi-chrome. So I'm just getting those on my fingers. Here are my Sydney Grace multi-chromes. I do have a discount code with Sydney Grace, so if you guys are interested, you can purchase these on their website, I believe. So this first shade is called Chameleonaire, and it kind of reminds me of Scarab. And then the next shade is called Twisted Shifter, and that shade kind of reminds me of the shade Color Flip in the Natasha Denona palette. This one does. And then the purple one kind of reminds me of the shade Kinetic, which is called Baragardi. I don't know, sorry. But that one kind of reminds me of the shade Kinetic in the Natasha Denona. So I'm going to swatch them next to the shades that kind of remind me of them, and we'll see if I was close. Okay, so there's the swatches. So I don't think Scarab is duped with this color, but that color is freaking pretty. The purple I think is similar, but Sydney Grace is honestly more pigmented, if I was being honest with you guys. And then these two, Kinetic and the shade from Sydney Grace that I cannot pronounce, are definitely very similar. So if you have that shade from the Sydney Grace multi-chromes, that's going to be a absolutely fantastic dupe for Kinetic. And honestly, I feel like you can live without Scarab if you have Chameleonaire, even though I think they're both beautiful, because you guys know I'm a sucker for green. And this purple shade is definitely brighter on Sydney Grace's side versus the Kinetic shade in the Natasha Denona palette. I might have just mixed up those names. So just to reiterate, this is Scarab, this is Kinetic, and then this is Color Flip. So if I said those mixed up earlier, just please correct that in your brain, because I don't want to confuse people, but there's a lot of comparisons to be had. Okay? take it easy on me. I'm literally drowning in eyeshadow at this point. I also grabbed my JD Glow multi-chromes. They have 5 multi-chromes. So I'm just grabbing, again, the shades that kind of remind me of the shades in the Natasha Denona. So let's see here. A swatch of the shade Scarab on my ring finger. And then I would compare that to the shade Seaweed from JD Glow. Ooh. So Scarab, and this is Seaweed from JD Glow. So I'm just gonna swatch them on my arm. Oh my gosh, JD Glow. JD Glow, look at that. Much more vibrant green shade, so I don't think those are dupes. Okay, next I'm gonna swatch Kinetic from the palette, and I think the shade from JD Glow would be A Lot. That's my guess. And here's Kinetic, and then this is A Lot from JD Glow. Wow. JD Glow is just so much shinier. It's kind of insane. Oh, wow. Okay, and then here's finger swatches in case you guys want to see them side by side. And then I'm going to swatch Color Flip from Natasha Denona against JD Glow No Way. And there's those two next to each other. And again, those are very similar as well. So there's Kinetic. No, there's Color Flip, and then there's the JD Glow shade. So those are my side-by-sides of the JD Glow multi-chromes. These are my side-by-sides between Sydney Grace and Natasha Denona. So if you guys want to take a closer look, there are those swatched out. Oh my gosh. And those are just 2 indie brands. I don't think I'm going to go into trying to pull up dupes from the Cliona collections because I'm going to be here for like hours. But I do love the JD Glow as well as the Sydney Grace stuff. So I thought I would show them to you guys. I could just sit here doing this all day. So since I used the Chromium shade on my eye, I also wanted to swatch the Chromium next to Scarab. And wow, there's a lot of product in here. I should have probably thought of that before wasting it. But there is the Chromium shade in Scarab next to the powder shadow of Scarab as well. So you guys got a bunch of comparisons. I hope you found that helpful. Honestly, if you're wondering, is this palette worth $129? For you guys, maybe it wouldn't be if you're not into Natasha Denona's matte formula. If you don't like this color story, this might not be the one for you. But for me, this palette couldn't be more perfect. I feel like she did the 2 neutral palettes. She gave you a glam palette. She gave you a bronze palette. She even gave us the little Zendo palette. So I feel like she really covered all her bases for the holidays as well as in the year 2020. She gave us a little bit of everything. And I feel like she saved the best for last as far as my taste is concerned. This is like the Natasha Denona palette I have been waiting for all year long. I wanted more greens from her, and I'm not mad about the purples or the neutrals. I would love for her to do a mini green palette, but if I wasn't able to get that, I'm just so happy that we got this palette as the holiday launch. It's so stunning. It's something different for the market, you know, because not everybody knows who Sydney Grace is or JD Glow. So I just love that she is bringing multi-chromes to Sephora and the rest of the world that doesn't have access to indie brands, maybe based in the US or all over the world. I know it's a little bit harder, so it's nice to see Natasha Denona kind of bringing that worldwide, in my opinion. And I mean, whoever you buy multi-chromes from, you're gonna be pretty happy if you choose Natasha Denona, Sydney Grace, or JD Glow, in my opinion, and of course Cliona. Let's not forget about them. I know their store is closed right now. I did see that they are planning on reopening soon and all that stuff. I don't really know all that information off the top of my head, but overall, I'm very happy with the Triochrome palette. I understand it's not for everyone, but it's right up my alley. I'm so excited to own it, and I'm definitely going to be playing with it on camera as well as behind the scenes. So guys, I'm sure you're not surprised by the outcome of this video. I love the palette. I'm very happy with it. So glad I purchased it and I got it on a good deal. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. Let me know your thoughts on this palette down in the comment section. You guys know I love hearing from you. I want to know what your thoughts are on this palette. Are you planning on picking this up, or is this a oh hell no palette for you? Let me know, and I will see you in my next video soon. Bye guys!